Good evening. My name is Casey Elliott, and these are my impromptu speeches for COM 231. The worst mistake I ever made was stopping school when I was around 20 years old. I was just going through a rough time in my life, and I was going to college for nursing, and I decided to take a break, and I just didn't care anymore, and I had no motivation in my life and no willpower, no care, I guess you could say, and I stopped going, and I said I was going to go back, and I never did until now that I'm almost 30, and here I am finally. So I wish I would have kept going to school then, but I am kind of glad that I'm going now because I've learned a lot, and I feel like I am more mature and I have more drive to do the things that I want to do and succeed. The greatest thing that ever happened to me would probably be the birth of my kids. They are my world, my life. They're everything to me, and there's nothing quite like having a baby. The weirdest thing that ever happened to me, I can't really think of anything like super weird, right off the top of my head, so I'll skip that. My favorite thing to do is, it's cliche, people say, oh, I love to spend time with my friends and my family, my kids, yada, yada, yada. So yes, I do love those things, but my most favorite hobby is to go to concerts. I'm actually going to one tomorrow. I'm going to see Collective Soul, Puddle of Mud, and Fuel. So if you know who those are. My favorite holiday, is definitely Halloween. This year I am dressing up, if you have ever seen Game of Thrones, as the Night King. Also, for me, I'll be the Night Queen. But I have the full makeup. I'm wearing prosthetic horns. I've got me blue White Walker contacts. I'm wearing armor, all kinds of stuff. So Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday. And next to that would probably be Christmas. I could never be interested in veterinary stuff. The reason that just popped into my head is because we actually had to take my dog to the vet yesterday, and she had like an open wound on her side, and we didn't know what it was, and me and my family were very upset and concerned that it was cancer or a tumor or whatever, because we could feel a lump in there. And I can work with people all day long, but when it just comes to animals and whatnot, it's just not for me. Well, we took my Chihuahua into the vet, and the doctor looked, and he said, I'm pretty sure there's a warble in there. Or warble? Well, it's basically a botfly larva, and I watched him pull it out of my dog. And it was probably an inch long, and it was alive and squirming around, and it was disgusting. So I could never, ever, ever be interested in any of the above. What TV character am I? Well, it's not really a TV character, but I always crack jokes and say that I'm Metal Leonard off of The Secret Life of Pets. If you've ever seen that, it's the poodle who likes to listen to the rock and roll music. So, one person on a deserted island would definitely be my husband. He's super smart. He's very resourceful. He knows how to get out and do things, so I definitely think that I could make it if I had him. The time period I'd most like to live in would probably be like the medieval Renaissance time period. I just am so fascinated by those time periods, and I love to watch things that involve them, whether it's documentaries or fictional stuff, whatever. 5 years from now, I actually hope that I have my nursing degree and that we are building our home. We currently own and live in our house now, but we would like to sell it and build our dream home. So that's what our plan is. Worst thing about my roommate, I think I went too far. I did go too far. My bad. Have a good night.